questions and, you know, do stuff. So you read Anthem chapters 2 and 3. That was our homework. And you guys, those of you who turned the discussion questions in, I just kind of wanted to go over some of them and kind of see, like, you know, what you understood and things like that. So, so what did you guys think about what was happening in chapter 2? So what do you think about Liberty 5-3000 and the relationship that's building between liberty and equality? Nobody wants to answer. You are. So I have, so can I, okay. So you're a bit nervous about them getting caught. I know, it's like, you're just kind of on pins and needles, right? Yep. Okay. Anybody else? Oh, come on, guys. I know at least 8 people turned this in. So I've got 8 people that read it at least.
Sorry, I'm not talking.
You don't really know what to say about it? Well, so what do you think about their relationship though? Do you think their relationship is good, bad? I mean, do you think that it's something that should equality follow the rules of society? Okay, so I have someone that's saying that he's starting to care less about being caught and being found out about his crimes, and that you're starting to get nervous about him getting caught as well. Okay. So why do you think it's such a big deal that they don't talk to each other? Okay, so I also feel like eventually he's going to tell Liberty about his crimes and show her the tunnel he found. She might either help him and side with him, or she could turn against him. Okay, so you're kind of nervous about the fact that you're not sure what side she's going to go on, right? So it's kind of, you're not sure like how she's going to react to how he feels about society. Like, does she agree with what's happening around her, or would she be on his side and and react to how he's reacting? Does she want to know more about how things are going outside of the world that they live in and things like that, right? So, so it is kind of nerve-wracking to wonder like how she really feels, or does she feel like he does, or does she have the questions that he does, and things like that. So yeah, I can see where you guys could come up with those ideas. Anything else you guys want to add? Oh, you guys got to read the book. What are you going to do if I do say pop quiz and it's real? You like how he's carrying
for that too, guys. She gave you kind of a side out when she said she was going to give you a pop quiz today. I'm just saying, I've worked with Miss Cox for, this is 3rd year I've worked with her. If she tricked you today, I would be thinking about next time I better have my stuff together. That's just all I'm gonna say about that. Yeah, sorry.
You're giving my secrets away.
And troll.
So you say, I like how he's not caring. So could you go into a little bit more detail about that? Like, what do you mean? Like, you like how he's not caring? Okay, like about the laws. Okay, so he's not giving in to those laws that just don't make any sense, right? The laws that don't seem to really help mankind. They're really kind of hindering mankind, right? So they're so he's not really caring about what those laws say. He's focusing on him as the individual, which is not what those laws that his societal laws are telling him to do. His society laws are telling him to focus on what? Okay, I have another person to say that equality is becoming too reckless. Okay. And they're supposed to be thinking of we rather than I. Very good. Very good, guys. Very good. Yeah. So he's not supposed to be thinking of himself. He's becoming reckless and he's becoming, so yeah, these are very good. He doesn't care. He's not worried about these ideals that his society is telling him. So you guys are doing great. You guys are doing great. So, let me go and look at, let's look at our classroom page. We're going to move on since we are always short on time. So we're going to move on to our next piece. I told you that we were going to look at a sonnet today from Shakespeare to do some of our tracking and our thematic tracking to help you continue looking at theme and different aspects. So let's look at, let me go to share my screen. All right. All right, I just want to make sure I see everyone's faces here. So I gotta make some screens bigger every time I share my screen. Okay, so on your classwork tab, you can see you've got your vocab quiz. Oh, look, I do have a pop quiz today. It's just over syntax. It wasn't over anthem. So see, Miss Pierce is right. It just wasn't over anthem. Okay, so we have, so we're going to talk about Shakespeare's sonnet. So if you would, we're going to open this up and we're going to work on some of this together. And then we're also going to work on some of this next class period. Okay. So when we're going to do some of this today in class, and then we're going to work on some of it next class period together as well. So I don't want you to you don't have to do all of this as homework. I do want you to work on Anthem chapter 4 as homework. But this we'll do next time together as well. Okay, everybody got that? Okay, so we're going to do some of this together. Okay, but I'm not going to do it all by myself, which means I'm not going to be the only one doing the talking. Okay, all right. So our pre-reading activity. Imagine the perfect summer day. Okay, imagine. Let's close our eyes and imagine the perfect summer day. We're out of school. Okay, we're on vacay. No COVID. All right. And it's early in the summer with just a perfect mix of comfortable temperature and weather. Not too hot, not too cold, just perfect. All right, list the details about that perfect day on the chart that follows. Fill in the chart with images that appeal to different senses. Images, okay, so when we write and when we when we read, we have imagery that paints us a picture as we go, okay? So the idea is that I'm actually going to I'm going to open this in a different form because it will actually copy everything I do to your sheet. Hang on just one second. There we go. All right. Oh my goodness, quit going so slow. Okay. All right. So if I were to imagine the perfect summer day, or if you all were to imagine the perfect summer day, what kind of things would you see? Okay, so sight. I want you to paint a picture of what you would see in a perfect summer day. Okay, water splashing as my friends and I jump into the river. Okay, water splashing. All right, so water splashing. Okay, what else? What else? What else would you see? Treetops, okay. What else? The sun. What else? Blue sky. Wow, blue sky, huh? Blue sky, blue sky. Okay, what else? Clouds, grass. Banners and balloon because it's my birthday. Hey, that's all good right there. That's what I'm talking about. Banners and balloons. That's good. Okay, a pool. Flowers. What else? A picnic bag, yeah. Sweet tea. Would you see sweet tea or would you taste sweet tea? Or drink sweet tea? Beach. What do you think, Miss Pierce? You got anything to add?
I mean, I was just gonna think of children in Walmart with their parents and not in the classroom. That's what I see.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's not the perfect summer day.
That's not the perfect summer day. No, I see when it's windy and like leaves are blowing and like things like that.
Okay.
I watch the wind and things like blowing around. Big
Fireworks?
billowy clouds. Puffy clouds.
Puffy cloud. Okay, those are all very good ideas. Those are all very good visuals. I can see all of those things. You can see all of those things. What kind of things can you feel? Like you're touching. What kind of things can you feel and touch?
Humidity on your skin.
Yes. Water. Grass. What about the grass? And what about the water? Humidity would be on the, like sweat on the skin. And the water. What about the water? It'd be wet. Wet from jumping in, from like what Ureli said earlier. Okay. Okay, the cool breeze of sand on your feet. Okay. What about, okay, it's a cool breeze. What would a cool breeze feel like? What could a cool breeze feel like? How could you describe that to somebody? Okay. So let's see. Okay, so I've got a soft gust of wind that keeps you from overheating, the fresh feeling of sun when the sun is too hot, the sea breeze in your hair, and the smell of the ocean. But okay, so but what do all those feel like? Like if no one's ever felt that before, how would you describe that? Okay, life flowing past you. Okay, that's a good analysis. That's a good metaphor. All right, refreshing. Okay, like standing in front of a fan on a hot day. Okay. What about if, okay, so, um, has anyone ever had like their fingers or like their arms go to sleep or like their feet go to sleep or something like that? And then you have that tingling sensation? Okay, yes. That's, I got the answer, yes, in the comments. Okay, so what if you could describe a cool breeze that kind of felt like that, like the kind of like tingling through your hair, like the your on your body shiver, right? So what if you could like the cool breeze that kind of like um tickled your skin or something like that? What if you did something? What if you could you describe a cool breeze like that? If we're describing touch in the way that it would make us feel like a tickle, maybe? Could it be a tickle or could it be something that was tingly or so that we could describe it as some kind of touch? Because a cool breeze really isn't a touch. A cool breeze we can feel it, but it's not really a touch. So what does it feel like? Anyone want to try to describe it? I kind of gave you some ideas. I just want to see if you guys can describe it. Okay. Okay, it causes your body to shiver. Okay. How about this? Because that's a little scientific. So I'm trying to think more like, okay, so it said, so she says, air causing body to shiver, making your body feel cool for a quick second. So here's what I'm thinking. If I'm thinking about like the word touch and a cool breeze, how it feels on me, I'm thinking about the word like a cool breeze tickles the skin. I'm talking about a literary standpoint, and I'm trying to create an image or a feel for somebody as they read a story, that's how I would describe it. Does that make sense? So, because as an author, I'm trying to get someone to see what that cool breeze would be like on my skin. And you could guys, if you had something, if somebody was coming through, let's say, and I'm going to try to do this on, see if I can do this. Let's just say, like, I'm already getting goosebumps because I have to do this to myself. But if I was to, if I think of it as a cool breeze, it was coming through and someone was doing like this, like tickling my skin. Ugh, it's giving me chills on my arms. But like doing this to my, doing this, and that's kind of like tickling my skin. You see what I'm saying? Like tickling. And so it gives me goosebumps, and that gives me the chill of the cool breeze. Do you see what I'm saying? So that gives me that feel. I see some people kind of going like this. Is that kind of giving y'all like the ickies? So, but does that make sense to you guys? Does that make sense? Okay, it's all about creating that imagery and that mental image, and that so that you can pull your reader in, so that your reader can feel and imagine those same ideas. Okay. What about taste? What's a summer taste? I know someone said sweet tea, but what could we say about sweet tea? Ooh, what can we say about sweet tea? It's sweet, sugar. The sweet reminiscent taste of memes, sweet tea, a sweetness, ice cold. Okay, so we've got ice cold. So we got ice cold, sweet tea. But then we could do, what about ice cold sweet tea? What about it? Like, what is it? How does it, why we want people to feel that taste? We want people to taste it with us as we're tasting it. So what do we want people to taste? Meme, oh, Mimi, my grandma. Okay, I gotcha. Sorry. I thought you said memes. I know it's not always easy, is it? When you're thinking about like how to make people actually taste it while they're reading, huh? Fresh brewed tea. Okay, well, fresh brewed tea, but is that really a taste? Is someone who's never had tea before, is that going to make them want to taste tea? Fresh brewed tea? Sweet, sugary, ice cold tea. Okay, we're kind of getting there. What is the taste like though when it's like you're tasting it and it's fresh herbs? That might mean something else. That might not go very well. Oh, I like that. I like that. The sweet taste of honey iced tea mixed in a perfect blend. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. I like that. The ice cold sweet taste of honey iced tea mixed in the perfect blend. That's good. I like that. I like that. All right, guys. Well, I hate to say it, but we didn't get through all of it, of course, but we're going to keep working on this as we next class period. But I do want you to work on, I do want you to read chapter 4 and do the thematic tracking because we ran out of time again. So, but you guys are doing really well on this. If you want, I would love, if you guys really want to, you guys are more than welcome to work on some more of this and see how far you get on that, just that first section, and just see where you get. And we'll work on some more of it on Monday during class. I would love to see what other options you come up with, as long as you just think about it as you are painting a picture for someone else. Pretend that you are giving the information to someone who has never, ever, ever, ever done something that you're describing, okay? And you're trying to paint a picture or trying to get them to understand how you feel and things like that. So anyway, all right, guys, I'm going to let you go so that I don't keep you any longer, but I hope you all have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend, and I will see you all on Monday. Have a great weekend.